Hello, people. Fuck, I haven't been talking for hours. Mm. Hello, people. How are you doing? Everything good? Well, good. Good, well. Okay. We cleared that. Okay. Nice.
The clan servicing the cooling systems have reported an incident of sorcery, the shadow. The controlled scorching of decks is a labor-intensive but very familiar process for the voidsmen serving under the ship's infernal.
Okay. So I am now going full speed. We're clearing. We're doing whole systems. We're avoiding that combat. That combat has a large starship on it, and from memory, it is kind of rough. Do we still need that one? No, we do not. Okay. So let's have a look here first. Cure for sloth. It needs people and chemical, athletics, and less toxic damage. Heretical efficiency, complacency. Uh, do we care about this one? I don't think we do. This Careergen medkit is, mwah, it is one of the best medkits in the game, from my opinion, because it is replenishing, and you will get a lot of them. And as you might have noticed in what I'm building stuff that gives me more stuff, because that means that I can actually, I can actually get a lot more out of it in rep wise than anything else. Nope. Okay. That's fixed as well. Great. We have a tiny planet here, and we have that space combat. I don't want to do that space combat right now because I don't feel comfortable that we can take it with our ship. I want to build something though. Need more room. Yep. We're building that. We have 6 people. Doesn't give us anything. We need more security. We don't get security from that. We don't get security from that. Caspalican. Increase rep with Caspalican. Is increased by 2. Doesn't give security. Gives efficiency. How much do you have? You have 1 security, so we need 2 security. Do we have system-wide security on anything here? That is system-wide complacency. Profit factor. Security. I kind of want to go for this one for the duration. But if we go this one with the security, that will unlock the other thing for that. Mechanism. Shrine? Okay. Jumping over here and seeing how it goes. Everything working on the stream? Everything seems to be in order. Okay, great. Oh, it's the Inquisition ship. Okay, fair enough. I have a bit of an idea of trying to make
The divine watches over us.
Henrik's a really good like damage over time character.
Ready as always. Sherry.
These soldiers were killed by shots in the back. It seems they were executed by their own comrade, who then used his last charge to blow his own brains out.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars. Never doubt me.
Experience.
Make the
Nothing
jump.
matters more.
I am not going to go into everything here. There's horrible shit that happens. This is a black ship, so it actually moved psychers. And as you can see, it was infested by Nurgle, pretty much.
We
There's-
shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
There's nothing super fancy about it.
Through the cocoon's translucent film you can see the vague outlines of a decaying body. The rib cage has been broken open, and a heart still beats inside it.
I better myself through my service.
The flasks of substances are not labeled, but you recognize a few of them as combat stimulants.
Miscellaneous cargo.
From time to time, tiny sparks of psychic energy burst out of the cocoon.
Know your duty.
It came... Most of it is literally as they fell back, they fell back, they
Tangible
fell back.
psychic radiation is coming from the gurgling sludge. Perhaps it is the source of the vision that seized you.
Something crept into one of the psychers,
favors me today.
and what crept into them is what they tried to stop. And it seems like they crash landed the ship
Let us walk this
to
path to the end.
stop it.
Need key.
Need keep. Okay.
A piece of the mattress has been cut out to make a hiding place.
And they pretty much fought all the way to it. Okay, and we have the combat. Yep.
I will cast you into eternal darkness.
What's wrong?
I shall endure everything with unshakable faith.
Okay, so what do we have? We have Poxwalkers behind and Poxwalker here. Drop. That's bullshit. That's high level bullshit.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. This is unacceptable.
It's 5, right?
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor advocated. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Arid, really?
I'll do it. Pain cleanses the body.
Seb is alive. That is good. You are going...
The shadow death is a blessing. as honor ordained. 1 foe or 100, I will kill them all. Trust me.
Okay, good.
I hold all the cards.
Oh. Yeah, one versatility stack. Okay, fair enough.
Another step towards our ultimate victory. Rejoice! Your defiance is futile. The Emperor...
Really?
Actions will speak louder than words. Your corrupt way has failed you. I will not be deterred. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us. And so shall it be done. Rejoice that your corrupt way has failed you. May my wrath be thy undoing! The Emperor commands.
What do you mean too many single
And so
attacks?
another step towards our ultimate victory.
We are critting 100. Oh my god.
Living on the edge. Never cross a Kazbalikan. You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
Rejoice in service. And so shall it be done. I will not. Your defiance is futile.
My. It's time for them to run, my sweet. I want a medal for that one.
Follow my lead. Indeed. At your beck and call.
And third as well. Yeah.
Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind. And so shall it be done. Actions will speak louder than words. Let my fury rain down upon thee. Rejoice in service. You have been judged, and found your corrupt way has failed you.
Seb, you're an absolute monster. That's all I'm going to say. You have... Wait. How much temper... You have 49 temper HP!
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act. Can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Bye-bye.
The other side awaits. The Divine watches over us.
The corpse's flesh has crystallized and turned into a translucent sarcophagus, and sealed within is the slop of their putrefying organs.
Nope, we are not going to read warp stuff. That is not good for me. For anyone else, in fact.
The impure cannot escape their fate.
Okay, so we have the Plague Bearer here. Then we have that there, this combat is a bit special. The heart doesn't actually take damage. This thing doesn't actually take damage from us damaging it. It takes damage from us killing them.
Just a minor setback.
Abelard is going to be key in this. Monstrous tanky person. No. I want that. I want the movement of
Commands
that.
are more pleasant to give than to follow. I can do that with the right incentive. Tell me, and it is done.
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
Okay.
Am I getting paid for this? I'd like to, but I can't.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Even thought is a prayer. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it. Rejoice in battle! Doubt is for the weak. I will not. I'll do it.
One fewer target.
May the Divine's will be done. I will not be deterred. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us. And so shall it be done. You have been judged and your corrupt way has failed you. Rejoice in service. The Emperor commands.
Death comes in silence.
Okay, and we do that one, yeah.
Death is a blessing. I shall let your soul be her healing. Brings me no pleasure.
Oh no! We're using the plasma weapon, yeah.
Ability analysis successful. My vow is
Okay, nice work there. Can I actually get anyone here? No, I cannot. I have a bunch of the ones back there, but yeah.
My ears are ringing.
Going to move you forward.
Indeed. It will be done. I will do my duty.
Aim for the heart next time.
I know what I'm doing, usually. Are you going somewhere? Don't get too cocky. My, it's time for them to run, my sweet.
Oh, you can actually shoot that. Okay.
I took care of this one.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
I'll do it.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Actions will speak louder than words. And so shall it be done. I will not be deterred. And so shall it be done.
Okay, and next turn, I guess.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Can't see anything here. Yeah, I guess it's just you then.
Significant value.
Okay.
It will be done. Indeed. At your beck and call.
Okay, we got another batch of...
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Don't get too cocky. You've got
Well,
a
I'll
problem?
take care of that.
On
Okay, nice.
How about no? Don't get too cocky.
Faith without deeds is none can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
My enemies shall be crushed like dust beneath my feet. The Emperor... Rejoice and let this be the warning to all who oppose us. And so shall it be done.
No.
I bring mercy and retribution.
I might actually take another support character.
Combat is an equation. Your life is a negligible variable.
Yeah, I might absolutely do that.
I will do my duty. It will be done. Who thought that was a good idea?
Tell me, and it is done.
Okay. Can take out 3 that way. That is the most efficient one.
will see it done. Let my blade be drenched in blood, and thy blessing flow through my veins. As the tenets demand.
Am I getting to let air fight fair? You've got a problem, I've got a price.
That is
Brace yourself, Avalon!
first strike you've actually taken throughout this whole combat, I think.
I'll do it. Power resides in the will of the righteous. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor is a prayer. I'll do it.
Get a reload.
Doubt is for the weak.
Can't shoot that, but it...
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Okay, nice.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Okay.
A shattered occluding sphere, an artifact that dampens any nearby psychic abilities, is lying next to the desiccated body of a demon. You feel a strange compulsion to look away, but you fight it and look directly at the corpse. You notice a small metal augmatic in the demon's
Hold on.
flesh.
Oh. Oh, we
shall
need to go
reclaim
there
what is
anyway.
rightfully ours.
Okay. Let's start running again. I thought going down actually meant that we went further down in the ship, and I'm just like, that wasn't there before. But no, it just meant that we jumped down to back to the beginning.
Unlocked.
Inferno pistol, yeah.
Let the faith
I
guide
like
my
that.
path to glory.
And we are going down that chute again, I guess. Okay. Nice. And this is fixed as well. So the plan for today was
Lord
to...
Captain, this is Vox Master Vigdis Sariotatalaman speaking. I hope your heroic expedition was a success. What will be your further instruction? The machine spirit of this vessel is dead and defiled. It should be sent to the Omnisar in a proper nuclear funeral rite.
Send out a boarding party. Let them destroy this unholy site.
It will be done, Lord Captain. A boarding party will immediately be dispatched to the provided coordinates. They will be equipped with cutters so they can penetrate the ship's hull, get to the reactor, and initiate a cascading overload that will destroy the vessel. The losses incurred by the operation should be negligible.
That's good to hear.
The augurs have detected the remnants of an ancient mining ship that crashed on the planet.
Conduct a search.
It looks like it was carrying equipment and settlers. The search team was able to retrieve the last surviving extractium from under the debris. They suffered no losses and returned to the ship triumphant. We welcome your ladyship to Heriaca's Rim, our humble trading station. I am Steward Pontius Lockton, here to offer our highborn guest only the finest wares and The helmsman's snort is heard over the internal Vox channel. A trading station. Pull the other one. Everyone in the expanse knows that this is a pirate den where they peddle the stolen plunder. But to be fair, they never touch the customers, which is probably why they are still alive.
What rumor has been flying around lately?
Same old, same old. Rampaging pirates, nefarious smugglers, Xenos preying on lone ships. The valiant Imperial Navy alone fights them all, and we thank the God Emperor that we can enjoy its protection. There is a rumor about a lone Adeptus Mechanicus ship, an ancient hulk that is reported to appear in one system or the other, only to vanish the next day. Who knows why it broke away from the Explorator fleet or what secrets it may hold. But this is just a tall tale, unworthy of your ladyship's ears.
I wish to upgrade them.
Perhaps you might be interested in macro cannons. Solid, robust and in very, very good condition.
Medium range.
You will crush any enemy with their power at your side.
I'm not interested.
I will hold on to this worthy commodity in case.
Terminate the Vox. Off we go. Off to the next system. Off to the next hunt.
There was a malfunction in the engineering chamber during the warp journey. The accelerator cogitators stopped obeying the tech priests, and for a few precious moments the ancient machines were left to their own devices.
Burp, burp. Scan it. Nothing. Nothing.
Lord Captain, the augurs cannot determine who the ship we approached belongs to, but the telemetry clearly reveals it is an Imperium vessel. The hull is badly damaged, but there is air in some of the chambers.
Yep. So we are just going to fill out. I am not going through all these. Expedition. Unit headed to explore the crew deck. The service bay. The Lord Captain reprimands Vesti, diffuses the conflict brewing between the two commanders, and requests a report from Logic. The consulting here officer, the Lord Captain, issues new orders for Vesti's unit. Build a dam. Yep. We succeeded. Nice. Natural Captain gave an order to Grim Expedition. Recite the memorial prayers to Omnisci in the honor of the ship to fall. Gave the order to fire upon the dead vessel, for which was fire. There is something you do there to get stuff, but I don't remember what it is.
The giant rings on this planet's surface can be observed even from orbit. It has emerged that this planet has a native species of giant insect similar to Terran ants. Just like ants, they sometimes form so-called death spirals, in which one creature follows another without realizing they are going in circles. These were the rings discovered by the ship's observers. The strange phenomenon that was originally suspected to be a sign of warp activity or a nefarious Xenos structure. The augurs have detected wreckage.
Okay. I'm wondering if you actually don't do those wreckages. It's something actually
The clan servicing the controlled scorching of decks is a labor-intensive but very familiar process for the voidsmen serving under the ship's emergency servitors assigned to the storage bay.
Oh, we leveled up as well. We will level up really quickly in this game, to be fair. Every attack grants 2 stacking critical hit chance. Unit end of common arch militants do not spend all an additional grand stacking of 5% dodge for 1 round. Arch militant can use both act of arch militant or the warrior or soldier archetype in a single combat. You can still only use a heroic act or desperate measure per round. Okay. The first time in combat, arch militant reaches 0 wounds while on an effect of we're going that one. That's an obvious one. Let's see. That cannot die. That for you as well. Executioner. Until the end of combat, healing time instead of suffering. Okay, so that one is good, but all enemies in a 6-cell radius immediately suffer additional damage for those effects until the end of combat. The enemies by the execution. Okay. After using Carnal, any target that suffers will suffer damage from both prior and used. Okay, that one. Reactivate, overcharge. I can't help it. I think Overseer, it might be good, but it's so... It has so limited amount of synergies, in my opinion, with a lot of other things in the game, that, yeah, Overseer is really good, but it's not really fun playing. Compared to a lot of, like, Executioner and all those.
Before the faithful!
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I'll do it.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yeah, there's so many, so just killing these should be good. Ouch. You just T-pose him, and you just suicided.
Hold on, sweet sister.
Okay.
Pain of this mortal flesh means nothing.
Oh, that's bullshit. That is high-level bullshit. To be fair, I kind of expected it, but yeah, it's still bullshit.
Is that my blood?
A dance of blades and shadows. I cannot serve you in this way, as honor ordains.
Really?
I shall
Really?
not fail. There is only death, yours or mine.
Victory is imminent. Indeed. I will do.
They are just.
A moving target lives longer. I can do that with the right incentive. Don't get too close. You're no fun. Tell me.
Let's move you.
Commands
As well.
are more pleasant to give than to follow.
I will not die of dishonor.
Hold on, sweet sister.
Is it because I killed him first? I think that might actually be the case.
My competences are not that universal. High momentum.
I am your blade and shield. Trust me, my blade whispers your name. Caught by the web.
You don't have any damage over time effects, which is that's the reality of it, I guess.
My place is at the fore. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. Indeed. I will do my duty.
Did we get anything more from doing it that way? No,
We are bound
it's
by
just the same
blood of
items.
martyrs.
All these repeatable places don't really have anything in them. If I put it that way. Which is a bit sad, but that's also kind of the reality of it.
The bizarre structure observed from orbit appears to be the ruined estate of a wealthy noble. The scout team returns with some expensive weapons taken from the skeleton. After finishing their report, they hurry away, whispering prayers.
Every hit reduces deflection by 1, stacks up to 3 times. That's kind of good. It's not like super good, but it's not bad. It's absolutely not bad.
A Vox notification from the Augur crew drowns out the usual noise on the bridge. An Imperial vessel, the Dark Piercer, and its escort ships are headed your way. Your archives make no mention of either the ship or its owner. As you consider your course of action, the ship's captain contacts you first. Introducing himself as the Pilgrim, the captain greets the rogue trader courteously and offers to purchase any information you might have on crystal phlogiston deposits.
As the boy encounters himself, the Pilgrim.
The captain admits he has not always done the right thing in his life, but he once beheld the blessing of the Emperor himself, and has followed a special path of service to him ever since. That is the path he now treads as the Pilgrim.
Ask why you need phlogiston.
The captain's coarse laughter echoes forth from the Vox. Phlogiston is a part and parcel of many different aspects of life in the Imperium. How exactly his customers are going to use it is none of his concern. All that the Pilgrim promises is that the phlogiston will be used for the good of humanity. Jay immediately remarks that someone without Pasquale becomes visibly animated at the mention of phlogiston. Though indifferent to the prospect of a deal with the shadowy individual, the Magus nonetheless recommends you find out more about phlogiston deposits. Sister Argenta sincerely believes the words of the Pilgrim. A cowl or a golden aquila are no prerequisites for being his true servant. If the captain sincerely wants to help the Imperium, perhaps by his own methods, there is nothing questionable about extending a helping hand.
Propose a deal, valuable information in exchange for...
The captain of the Dark Piercer is in the best of spirits. In gratitude for your invaluable help, He sends you a small box containing ancient maps and documents. They appear to speak of a certain imperial world lost many centuries ago. Then, in a somewhat conspiratorial tone, the pilgrim relates a story about a standoff between two Xenos fleets, which he was told by an acquaintance. The person in question, sadly enough, died at the hands of the Inquisition before they were able to pass on the coordinates for the crash site of one of the Xenos ships. However, the pilgrim knows for a fact that the vessel met its demise on an ocean world.
Okay. Did we get a new question mark on the map? Is what I actually want to know now, or a new like rumor station. Okay, so we have that one we have before. This one. Okay. We have this hub here left. It is...
A ship that once traveled the galaxy is now suspended in the...
This is just a salvage ship, so they are doing salvage. And yeah.
The plate reads, Lethanos Pride. The name Lethano surfaces in your mind, the history of a family from the Coronus Expanse who invested all they had in a family ship. The ship perished in the war on its maiden voyage. The Lethano line never recovered from this crushing blow.
Sagacious marauders rooting around in the guts of this dead colossus of the void. Talk to them. Wisdom can be found in unexpected places, Shireen.
I just like the fact that there's a lot of cargo and trophies here.
A dump site of cut pieces of metal and other materials, probably from clearing out a path deeper into the ship. A tired-looking woman of indeterminate age, clad in work clothes, breaks off from her task to greet you. She freezes momentarily, clearly unsure how to address you, then says simply,
"Your ladyship, please excuse me, I don't really know your name. Welcome to our little colony. May the light of the Emperor be with you, and with us. My name's Rita Maximova, I'm in charge here. We just call ourselves Rita's crew and this place is Rita's camp, that's it. We're
tossing a glance at Pasquale, she grimly adds.
And our work is all legal, even though your brethren have no liking for us."
Pasquale stares dispassionately at Rita with a hint of disgust. Evidently, he has not even considered the possibility that replying to this creature's words could be anything other than heresy.
What do you do here?
Right now we're gutting this old heap of junk. This little...
Pasquale's vox crackles to life. Imperiously, he tells her.
Present the object, laywoman.
But curiosity creeps into his voice nonetheless.
I will buy the component.
Well, isn't this something? The Emperor himself must have smiled upon us.
Rita makes a triumphant gesture.
I mean, thank you, your ladyship.
Her mood visibly improves.
You know, your ladyship, it's kind of embarrassing to offer you this, but over in that corner there, we keep things we don't rightly understand or can't really use. You could send some of your people to check it out if you'd like, clearly you know more about this stuff than us. You might find something useful.
You take pride in your trade, I see.
Sure do. Hope you don't judge me too harshly and don't take it as insolence, but some people, even big people like you, think too highly of themselves. Let's say your ship hops into the warp someday and doesn't hop out of it in time. And around 1,000 years later, another gal like myself, who needs to feed her 3 ankle biters somehow, will be rifling through its remains, looking for anything good. That's just the nature of things, each of us comes and goes, but the way the world works stays the same. We all have our lot in life, and mine is just as good as any other.
You speak as if the world is set in stone and none of us can change anything for the better.
Those are some big things you're talking about, way out of my depth. Change for the better? Heck, that'd be nice.
Rita pauses to think.
If I was younger and didn't have 3 youngsters back home, maybe I would dream about stuff like that too. But as it is, I've got no time for dreaming, I've gotta work.
I can take you... no.
Your ladyship,
Ritter falters, as if flustered by her own nerve.
please don't take it as insolence, but it's not like I have much choice. It's not often that we get well-stocked ships around here, and we could certainly use more provisions and some warm clothes. If it's something you would be willing to provide, we would gladly barter for it with whatever we can dig up inside this here ship. It's just a respectful offer of fair trade.
She bows slightly before stepping aside. A damaged safe. The contents of similar safes are destroyed when hacking is attempted. You should not try to open it just like that, but something from the environment could help.
Your ladyship? What brings you here? It's been a pleasure to serve your ladyship.
There is nothing here but cheap scrap metal. A working area where fragments of the ship are dismantled in search of scraps of valuable metals or parts. Among the wreckage was an instruction manual for the duty officer on how to access the safes. You can obtain the codes to the safes by logging into the ship's cogitators. The cogitator is off, but appears intact. You can try to power it from a local source. You failed to overcome the protection and obtain the code from the safe.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
The plate reads, Lethano's Pride. The name Lethano surfaces in your mind, the history of a family from the Coronus Expanse who invested all they had in a family ship. The ship perished in the warp on its maiden voyage. The Lethano line never recovered from this crushing blow.
My save's coming. Bum, bum. I don't remember what's in it, but I kind of want it.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
The plate reads, Lethano's Pride. The name Lethano surfaces in your mind, the history of a family from the Coronus Expanse who invested all they had in a family ship. The ship perished in the warp on its maiden voyage. The Lethano line never recovered from this crushing blow.
Vicious marauders rooting around in the guts of this dead colossus of the void. Talk to them. Wisdom can be found in unexpected places, Shireen.
I have miscellaneous provisions, miscellaneous armor kit. Yeah, I should be able to actually trade with them.
I forge my destiny among the stars.
A tired-looking woman of indeterminate age, clad in work clothes, breaks off from her task to greet you. She freezes moment.
We just...
Pasquale?
Right. This little bird...
Pasquale's vox crack.
Well, isn't...
Her mood visible.
No. We... And about 15 years ago, back before... Sure do. Hope you don't judge me too harshly. Those are some big things you're talking about, way out of my depth. Change for the better? Heck.
Can't tell anything.
Not much, we're no eggheads. Doesn't seem like there's anything nasty living inside the wreck now. But this is our whole livelihood, your ladyship. Your ladyship?
Ritter falters, as if flustered by her own nerve.
Please don't take it as insolence, but it's not like I have much choice. It's not often that we get well-stocked ships around here, and we could certainly use more provisions and some warm clothes. If it's something you would be willing to provide, we would gladly barter for it with whatever we can dig up inside this here ship. It's just a respectful offer of fair trade.
She bows slightly before stepping aside. There is nothing here but cheap scrap metal.
Okay.
Among the wreckage was an instruction manual for the duty officer on how to access the safes. You can obtain the codes to the safes by logging into the ship's cogitators.
I lost an 80%. That's why I'm kind of pissed off. If it was a lower one, I probably wouldn't care that much.
The cogitator is off, but appears intact. You can try to power it from a local source.
Access received.
Okay. It's just annoying when it just, oh, here's an 80%.
Unlocked.
Fractal Blade. Okay, it's a 100 light exotic Eldari weapon. 25% parry, so it's 35% parry. Okay, it's not bad.
Well, I'll be. They opened it. Must be nice to be learned. We never would have cracked it.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
The apparatus gurgles and emits a strong smell of alcohol. Probably not of the industrial variety.
No, it's probably drinking water that is cleansed. What was it? Like, that was why alcohol consumption was so prevalent.
The lights
later.
keep flickering in the bowels of the dead ship as the Wreckagers go through their usual tasks. Rita Maximover sends you her best regards and up. Rita thanks you for this generosity and sends back a cargo shuttle loaded with dismantled vessel as politely as she can. Rita refuses the shipment. The colony's needs are met at present and they simply have nothing with which to repay the rogue trader's generosity. Perhaps the Wreckagers will require your aid again at a later time. As politely as she can, Rita refuses the shipment. The colony's needs are met.
Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. Let's put a pin in that and actually visit that.
Disaster. Bizarre warp sorcery.
Oh, we got our first singed one. Are we getting... There's two. There's the hallway. And I think we're getting the hallway, honestly. No, we didn't get the hallway. Okay.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Oh no, it's corn.
My faith is...
I'm at your service.
Look upon the Emperor's faithful and tremble.
Sip.
My armor is contempt.
Weapon at the ready.
Oh, it's sub first. How nice.
I will not be deterred. Another step towards our ultimate victory.
$43.
Let this be the warning to all who oppose us. I shall endure everything with unshakable faith.
Okay, I got stunned by mutants.
Just a minor setback. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
Weak, yet iron knows no pain.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone!
Death comes in silence.
Okay. Now we move you up here.
You jest, surely.
Faith was born to defeat the Emperor. I am his will made manifest. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak.
Okay.
Request approved. Tech familiar activated.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs.
34, 40.
You've got a problem, I've got a price.
Okay. So, how can we do this in a good way?
Guided by faith. Eradicated. Is a prayer. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Yeah, there's no question about that. Agatha is still really OP if you...
I forge my
To be
destiny
fair, I
among
think
the
any
stars.
characters, if you throw them up, what we pretty much have here that is a heavy bolter and a full build working around heavy bolters, I think they can wreak havoc. That's no question about it, honestly. But we are now here. Scan it. And go the long way around or the short way around. We're not going into the system that is...
A violent. Seeing the last ship's impending death, Juliet calls out to the Lord Captain, her voice trembling slightly. Only the Vox Master relay. Juliet sullenly watches the unfolding chase through the stained glass windows of the captain's bridge. She grimly concedes that no crime should go unpunished. Except her kin were flying transport ships. It would have been impossible for them to rob a ship, let alone launch a planetary raid. Vessels such as theirs simply lack the unwilling to engage in open battle against the flagship of a foreign dynasty, the patrol reluctantly leaves its prey and retreat. Meanwhile, the wounded the Aldrai are too scared and resentful of the Monkey for the recent deaths of their kin to answer incoming hails. Despite this, Juliet is certain that she can convince them to cooperate with the Elantach if Juliet appeals to her kin's wisdom, but the words of the trying to outpace the pursuit the bridge officers, and only the thin figure of the Aldrai stands motionless against the backdrop of the intricate stained glass windows, mourning the fallen in solemn silence. Once the pain in Juliet's soul is numbed, she turns to the Lord Captain and nods, a short gesture of gratitude for their attempt to save. This planet is devoid of even the most primitive forms of life. However, the crew has made quite a strange discovery.
Destroy it.
The crew blasts the crater, raising a cloud of dust that blocks the auger array. Confirming the mirror's destruction is impossible for the time being. A vigilant member of the auger crew has detected a small Xenos vessel drifting through. The squad boarded the vessel with the Xenos. Juliet claims to have recognized the symbols on the dead Aldrai's clothes. They were civilian refugees from Craft World Crew Darik.
So, they welcome death with open arms here, as they should. It's still
Let the combat begin. Memory serves me right, we shouldn't have problems with this. Shouldn't is a keyword, but yeah. Our right side is only 21 damage.
We have a destination to reach. Unleash a barrage of destruction. Lock on and launch.
Okay.
Show them the fury of our macro cannons. I want to hear macro cannons roar.
Okay. And we're going to sit here.
Let the macro cannons sing their deadly litany.
Bye-bye.
Show them the fury of our macro cannons. We have a destination to reach.
Proceed accordingly.
Goodbye. Now it's just a tiny little one over there. Let's spin around the roses. Again.
Unleash a barrage of destruction.
Problem fixed. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Scan is required. Before anything else, I want to do this. Look in inventory, look in miscellaneous. We can just... Yeah, we can add that to cargo, add that to cargo. That to cargo. Everything here to cargo, including you. So now we have a ton more cargo, I think. Yeah, we're starting to actually get a fair bit. Some heretic trophies. Okay. A lot of mechanical stuff as well. Ship components, a lot of range, some melee, a lot of armors, and a bit of food and miscellaneous. Oh, we have a lot of void trophies though. Actually, a fair bit of combat we've seen with the void ship. Nope, we're not taking up that. Going here.
There was a commotion on lower decks. The chief mutant hunter, who is responsible for eliminating heresy in the hold of the void ship, went mad due to the perilous influence of the warp.
Yeah. And we scan here. Promethean, we don't really care about Promethean that much right now. We have 7, that's more than enough for most of the things.
The Santiel's pride hives are oozing noxious haze veined with sulfurous streaks. The promethium fumes from the gigantic distilling cauldrons located beyond the temperature shields. Vast, endless deadlands littered with spots of promethium stations and refineries separate the colossi of rockcrete and adamantine with its crown of gargantuan spires. The heat of this system's star has turned this world into a boiling but lucrative gland within the body of the House Corda Protectorate.
Mechanism. Damage against demons, damage against demons. It's... Three people. Duration, complacency. Fellowship of the Void. I wanna go this one, but I'm just like, We could just wait with a lot of this, but I want to go this and this. But that's going to lock us out of this for now. For now, this is going to lock it out. But honestly, yeah, no, we're just doing it. That, and then we go Monstrous Servants. Okay, one more in this system, and then we're done with this system as well. Okay, nope. We haven't actually done anything like major this time around. We are up to 21.
Enemies of humanity have been spotted aboard the ship.
I used stuff just because I'm just like, I don't want to have a combat here, and it's just like, you know what? Fuck you. Who are we fighting this time? A lot of burning.
Let the faith guide my path to
Oh,
glory.
it is that again. Okay.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatment.
I will cast you into eternal darkness.
Okay. Step is actually first.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens. Rejoice in service. My fury rain down upon thee. The Emperor commands, and so shall it be. I will not be deterred, and so shall it be done. Rejoice in service.
Chaos guides me.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. It will be done. I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Setting target parameters for tech familiar units.
Okay, good. No crit. Still alive. Okay.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Ouch.
Such is the will of chaos.
Violation of the firing pattern detected.
Is a blessing. No.
That's bullshit.
I serve the root.
Don't die on me now, Pascal. You with that.
But a human death, after all.
Why am I not surprised?
Stop hitting me, Ashma.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Your corrupt way has failed you. Actions will speak louder than words. Rejoice in service. Another step towards our ultimate victory. The Emperor commands.
Yeah, that's actually really good from you.
Living on the edge.
I don't actually have range on anyone. Okay, fair enough.
Two are better than one.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. I'll do it. As the Emperor. Power resides in the righteous.
I'll do it.
Prayer. Faith without deeds is worthless.
And so shall it be done. I will not be deterred. Rejoice in service, and so shall it be done. Your defiance is futile. Actions will speak louder than words.
It
Bye
will
bye.
be done.
Really?
Indeed. It will be done.
Come on.
The
You can do
shadow's
it.
killing
Yes.
brings me no pleasure.
I know what I'm doing, usually. Wanna see a trick?
I will not be deterred.
Okay. In back we go. Boom, boom. That is a lot of materials, and I'm not saying no to getting a ton of them. That's for sure. Let's check this system out. Beep, beep, beep. Unknown. Memory serves me right, we can't actually go to that one.
Has anyone else noticed that, from a certain angle, that lump of rock looks remarkably like?
What is it with all the plasteel? I know plasteel is one of the most used materials in the Imperium, but that doesn't change that every single planet doesn't need to have plasteel on it.
This is the Forge World Euphrates 2. It belongs to the explorators of the Connaissance fleet. They colonized.
Okay. We can't get on there no matter how hard we try.
The rogue trader's void ship is facing several Aldrai scout ships. The Xenos are in no hurry to attack, and time seems to have slowed down. One wrong move and carnage will ensue.
What? Ask you let you.
Juliet's speech is met with a torrent of Aldrai abuse that is too much for even the rogue trader's elucidator. The Xenos accuse her of betraying her kind by conspiring with the Monkey, and unceremoniously cut the connection. Yet their ships are no longer blocking the way.
So that's place also fixed. We are eating off a lot of the stones now.
The plasma drive crew is begging for help, thin and graceful.
I need to sit down. I'm probably not going to do it on stream and actually go through and make. I think we're making Henrik's
We shall reclaim
either
what
a
is
damage over
rightfully
time
ours.
character or a support character. Oh, what are we fighting? We're fighting Slanesh. Okay.
The Emperor sets
Let's make a deal.
What torment?
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Whisper and be heard.
What advice do you seek?
For the Emperor.
I am at your service.
So Abelard is going to go in.
My wrath shall befall
Initiate
you
it.
and reduce you to nothingness.
Oh,
The Emperor is with us.
okay, we are actually going to. We're going to take them back.
The Emperor is a warning to all who oppose us. And so shall it be done.
We have one over there. Yep.
Actions will speak louder than words.
We are going to fall back. I'm going to do that. Trigger that so that doesn't bother us. Okay. I should have moved forward more.
I can handle this. Doubt is for the... I'll do it. As the Emperor...
I think you went a bit overboard.
Deeds is worthless.
Agenda. Just a tiny bit.
This way!
A moving target lives longer. Jai Hidari. Remember. Am I getting paid for this? Don't get too cocky.
Look out. For now.
Emperor, protect me!
Don't touch me.
A tactically sound approach. Victory!
What is that? I thought it was a character, but no.
At your beck and call.
Liar delights beckon you.
Quick, quick!
Emperor, protect me. Emperor, protect me.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. As on come, the other side awaits. I shall not fail.
Oh, you parried. Good for you.
I would that I could.
Let's do that.
And so another step towards our ultimate victory.
And then... Can I get... There,
The
yes I
Emperor
can.
commands. This be the warning to all who oppose us.
Then this side is cleared up. Right? Demonette, lower rabble. Yep.
I will not be deterred.
Does this reset this cooldown? What? Until the end of next turn, the soldier becomes winded. Okay, yeah.
Rejoice in battle. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. Doubt it.
One shot?
I'll do it.
Meh. 30.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. That is not the Emperor's will. Each strike is a prayer. Faith without deeds is worthless.
I keep forgetting that her bolter has a 100% hit chance on single shot attacks.
I will do my duty. It will be done. Indeed.
Minds exist only to be broken.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Your end
The
is
fact that
nigh.
you are actually quicker is kind of scary.
Actions will speak louder than words. Rejoice in service.
Hey, nice.
Know your
Oh, and one of the main reasons I never loot when I do this is it doesn't have anything hidden, anything like that. Everything is just corpse loot, and that goes automatically here. So that is one of the reasons I almost never loot when it's on one of those missions. Well, that's the reason anyway. Okay. Scan required. Let's check this system and... okay, Promethium. Not really what we are looking for. More plasteel, not really what we're looking for either. Okay. Okay, so now the plan in this. We are going to Kivagama. We are not going in system in Kivagama.
The Lord Captain and her crew have lost track of how much time they have spent in the warp jump. The Lord Captain's insight pierced through the mind-numbing haze. It appeared that the ship's astropaths and the navigator had been sounding the alarm, but their messages had been ignored. Their combined efforts finally broke the time loop. Troubling news has arrived from Janus, your ladyship. While digging an irrigation ditch, workers found a Xeno obelisk made of unknown material. It was delivered to a laboratorium and subjected to a number of tests, one of which caused a reaction. The obelisk generated a low-frequency vibration, and the events that followed were catastrophic. A series of anomalies were recorded in the Epsilon 2 Majoris region. It is almost like Janus itself is fighting us there. Many logistical chains have been disrupted. The only people who visit the uncontrolled territory are the wretches fleeing deeper into the region in greater and greater numbers. The esteemed Ultraquisitors are gathering outlaws and fortune hunters for an expedition into the heart of the region. They assume a priceless trove of xenomechanisms is waiting for them inside.
That's not really something... I'm looking for good buffs, or... really good accessories or weapons or stuff like that, because that switches around. Like, this buff is not bad, but I don't like the option in there. It's just what exact...
The vegetation demonstrated a remarkable ability for wild growth. It took the plants only 2 days to overrun the agri-complexes in the region. Extinct species of local megafauna have been spotted in the newly formed jungle, aggressive and acting in unnatural cohesion.
How are the wretches involved?
We do not know. It is as if they all received a signal telling them to abandon their work. Some were stopped by the watchman appointed by your order. Unfortunately, about 100 still made their way into the region.
Permission to advise granted. I await your proposal.
Janus's natural world is rising up. It is a lucky coincidence that the planet boasts experts who specialize in both controlling and destroying life. Reports from the Magus Biologist Chapel make no mention of storing weapons of mass destruction, but I have no doubt they possess some. They always do. I see no reason not to let them use them against all this, whatever it is. Deployment of fortified research stations in the affected sectors is recommended. The benefit of gathering more information justifies the increased casualty rate among personnel. The wretches know more about this pestilent growth than we do, something we must quickly rectify. We should capture some of these mutants and force them to cooperate. That way we can learn what it is we are dealing with.
And make them... I'm sitting here and thinking if it's actually worth. I don't. I kind of want to go for isolate them. This item is fairly decent. I don't dislike it at all. The torpedo, in my opinion, it's not worth it. The torpedo is not worth it. It's in between these two, and honestly, isolate them and start rounding out mecha. What's happening is probably the best.
I am sending specialists to Janus capable of forcing compliance. The afflicted region was isolated. Soon after the quarantine had been imposed, one of the escaped wretches emerged from the jungle and handed the wardens who met him a parcel containing some kind of Xeno artifact and a message: accept the gifts and leave the world in peace. The wretch was thoroughly interrogated, and so were dozens of other captive mutants. What little they were able to tell was of no significant value. Most of it was nonsensical peasant superstition, although all the wretches as one claimed that if the afflicted region was left alone, it would not expand. This assertion was soon confirmed, and the neighboring agri-complexes soon resumed normal operation.
I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want this either. Like the security and stuff like that. Yeah, that's great. We're going for this one. The Monstrous Servant. Foulstone's needs are I as well. People. We're actually low on people now. Did this actually cost people? I think so, right? Yeah, 4 people. Yep. So we need to get Dragonus and Kivagama fairly quickly in the fold. And that is...
A mysterious sickness struck the clan living in one of the macro cannon chambers. During the warp journey, the augurs discovered a strange object that had been following the rogue trader's void ship for several hours. Judging by the distorted telemetry, it was a strangely shaped vessel of Xeno origin. The unidentified pursuer tried to approach the void ship several times, allowing the augurs to observe the shimmering energy sails unfurled among the shifting currents of the warp. The strange chase ended after the mysterious ship vanished in the depths of the Sea of Souls.
What's false?
The officers on one of the lower decks stopped providing status reports.
It was Foulstone we needed to visit, right? I think so, yeah. Yeah, Foulstone. World Bearers.
A frigate belonging to the Word Bearers disgorges a horrifying landing party on the colony. A small number of Chaos Space Marines level everything in their path.
Urge the people to flee, urge the people... Urge the people to flee.
The people run for their lives, but the fallen behemoths catch up to the weaker stragglers. Having toyed with their prey long enough, the Word Bearers leave the planet.
Okay, nice. Okay, that's fixed, that's fixed, that's fixed. Oh, we're leveled up again. Okay. I'm still a bit miffed off that the fact that we are still. No, we didn't pick that. We picked Crime Lord instead of that, huh? Yeah. Running shotguns is actually really good, honestly, as it is now. So awareness, maybe. Yeah. Road expertise. Always ready. Always ready might actually be a good option. King. Critical. Crit damage against prone target. And the move to heavy armor. Would be nice moving to heavy armor, wouldn't it? That would require... I'll actually pick it up already. Pick it up here. What do we need for heavy armor? That's actually fairly true. Heavy weapons proficiency, no. Power armor proficiency, no. Shield, sighter. Power weapon. Heavy weaponry. Heavy armor proficiency. We actually require 45 strength. How much do we have? Oof. Okay. So we are picking up any arch militant's burst attack at and melee area of attacks reduce the dodge chance. Heavy gunner, heavy weapon, no. Resistance, martial arts. Kick might actually be worth it as well. But I think any ranged area, ranged burst attacks, dodge militant reduces the weapon skill of an enemy. I think that one, or the first single target ability used. Critical hit chance, I think, is good as well. How many more do we have? We have... Oh, we have the ability coming up. What do we actually want here? Prone, piercing, rending. The Arch Militant has stacks of versatility. They gain 3 plus more stacks of versatility, which lasts until the end. Okay, yeah, no. Confident. It might be devastating attack there. And we're going crit. We're going crit. It's just a solid one. It's genuinely a solid one. Unyielding force. Athletics, medicine. Medicine, I think. You actually heal on a semi-regular basis. So, yeah. Crippling Blast. Can use 200 range weapon within melee range. Yeah, no, that's great for you. At the start of each round, all enemies suffering from damage of dying inflicted. Enemies suffering from toxin infect nobody dies. Okay, deep laceration. What is the one we are using? What is that called? A captive audience. Why can't this game actually just have more organized skills? Damage over time. Whenever an enemy in the full series, damage from the executioner. When pushing an enemy, we don't really push enemies. The first damage dealt by the execution. Pain resonance. All damage over time and like gain critical chance. Yeah, that is good. You are still the overseer. Whenever the ability explorate through the surface skull swarms, side by side, suppression factor. While overseer is 5 more cells away from the surface skull. Okay, yeah. Advanced commerce skill. Agility instead of strength. Your agility is just 10 more than your strength, so it's not like fantastic. Yeah, no. And we are going that one, I think. Yep. And what do? You are going to do... When Pascal uses a plasma one, first time in the round, he gains something. Okay. Where do we have some good stuff for plasma weapons? Dual weapon combat. Yeah. No, that is absolutely one of the better ones for Pascal, because that means that we can actually we can fire and chop with an axe at the same time. He's up to 3 turns then. Okay, we are not doing anything with you. We solved that. We have now cleared... we have that one left.
The duty officer reported an incident in the shuttle repair bay. A security team...
We are going to Janus now, because a new stage of development has happened on Janus. I don't want to do Dragonus because that implies certain...
Your ladyship, Janus is reporting about a disaster. Ghostly Xenos figures that appear at dusk and go away at dawn.
Yep.
Fortunately, not too many facilities were damaged. Our irreconcilable struggle has moved the borders of the affected sector. The important production lines have survived.
Not relevant for us. What do I think?
When dealing with Xenos, one should be prepared for the manifestation of all sorts of ominous. After certain events on board, I became interested in ghosts. I bought a book on footfall, an illegal one, of course, that describes a so-called ritual. Instead of relying on wicked ways to solve these problems, it would be better to turn to our good priests. There are skilled exorcists in the ecclesiarchy who know how to drive out dark spirits.
The wears non-attack psychic power cost -1 enduring. Okay, that is J. Okay, so that is no minus. -1 security, strange shard. Lore, Xenos and warp lore. Okay. And mysterious sliver. Complacency. You know what, Agatha? I'm trusting you on
The priests
this.
will not leave. A group of The wraiths did not disappear completely after the battle, but they have started to appear less often and avoid human settlements.
Now we just need to pump up reputation and get a bit more security. Shouldn't be much of a problem. We are actually going to go to the bridge. And we are going to talk with some of our characters. Why? I feel like it. I know that I think Idra has something to say. I think some other characters also have some things to say, so it's just... We are going to...
The high factotum Janris Danroke greets you with a cool smile.
Pelican, Explorators, got the Plasma. What is it with this Plasma that is so good? I don't remember. No, this is just a good Plasma. Okay, fair enough. We've actually eaten away some of our profit. So we would actually need to kind of go back to... Hide. We're just trading in these to you. That dorsal cannon, 2 shots, 21 damage. Moving up, it's a medium range, 60 to 70 damage. Torpedo tubes, 5 at 19, so that's a pure upgrade there as well. There we have it. That would all already been replaced. Ooh, we got that. Spinner. More than 50. Plus 15 toughness. Okay. Do we have anything that is just... We need that. If the wearer uses a shield swing, there's shield against multiple damage. The wearer's attack deal 3+ damage. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Heavy flamer, carapace light, hit chance in melee combat. Okay. You Fellowship of the Void. Arch militant perform a melee attack after a ranged attack. The melee attack. Okay. It's just Death World, Death World, Death World. Over and over again, it feels like. And for these, I just need more money. Arc rifle. Okay, so let's do this.
Domin.
I'm ready for the ritual binding. Yep. So we have like small, tiny events going on in the background that we've actively ignored. Because I just want to explore. That's the thing that actually takes the most of the energy out. It feels like, at least.
Are you ready to step into the labyrinth, Domin?
What is all this on the floor?
Instructions, directions, a depiction of the puzzle that can only be
Let's
solved.
begin.
Your weapon for the You are now upon the path. Your shadow now walks the labyrinth, and my gaze can now see when danger draws near you.
This fight, what a captivating expression of your culture.
We are not doing this for your amusement, Domin, nor is it an expression. That which you do not comprehend still has meaning.
I only seek to understand. Understand why this matters to you, to understand you.
Understand me? Why, Domin? My fate is preordained, and our places assigned. We both must serve the Undying One, as his design foretells. My path of service to the Undying Emperor is one of many twists and pitfalls. Every mind is fraught with weakness, and only by honing it tirelessly can one achieve focus and prime one's perception. I envision the tenets of the web as a maze of tangles and dead ends. Each time I go into a trance, be it one of the soul or of battle, I walk this path from beginning to end. And now that you're a part of it, you will be there with me when next I enter the labyrinth. You may deem it strange. You live in a world so far removed from my own that such rituals must seem absurd to you. I am sure I would find your rituals equally mystifying.
My rituals? What do you mean?
You are empowered by the will of the Undying One himself, and yet, when I look at your life, I am surprised. You follow a different thread, one that does not seem as strict to your thoughts and deeds. There is so much luster.
Would you like to see my world, Cavella? You're allowed to witness. You allow me to witness it. I shall show you mine.
To partake in one of your ceremonies? Returning the courtesy. That is how you say it up here, isn't it? I will await your invitation. The labyrinth has...
Okay. Okay, so that's fixed. So...
The high factotum Janris Danroke greets you with a cool smile and the merest hint of a bow.
What's happening?
You see, if you wish to observe the servitors' unusual behavior before you decide their fate, this can be arranged. Pasquale Hanuman expressed the desire to be present during the inspection, should it be carried out. I suppose the expertise of the esteemed Magus may come in handy. As you wish, your ladyship. Would you like the Engineer Prime to accompany you?
Yes.
As your ladyship commands.
When her ladyship arrived at the scene, she found the servitors in the same position that they assumed after they had been corralled into the bay, all standing in a long spiraling line and facing the center of their strange formation. The moment her ladyship crossed the threshold of the bay gate, their bodies jerked into motion, all as one, as if obeying a command. The servitors turned to face the Lord Captain. The technomats tasked with overseeing the defective units even reached for their weapons, but then the servitors went still just as abruptly, staring at her ladyship with vacant eyes.
All present held their breaths. Her ladyship took several steps forward towards the servitors.
Immediately, the servitors, each and every one of them, stepped toward the Lord Captain in perfect unison. They mimicked her movements with frightening precision. The rogue trader halted in place and, after a moment's thought, waved her hand, and the servitors, just as synchronously, repeated that gesture as well. When the Lord Captain turned quizzically to the technomats, so did the servitors, as if mocking her. Whatever the Lord Captain did, be it an incline of the head, a wave of a hand, or a step to the side, the defective units repeated it without a moment's delay or hesitation, like grotesque marionettes controlled by an unseen puppeteer. We observed this mime unfold in distressed bafflement for nearly a minute until the servitors finally came to a stop. Not sensing any threat from them, the rogue trader approached with confidence.
Examine the servitors.
As High Factotum, it was I who had prompted that entire inspection, and thus it was my duty to follow the Lord Captain. As we stepped closer, we noticed a fascinating irregularity. The servitors' pupils, normally still, were shaking wildly. Their bulging veins were pulsating under their copper collars inscribed with their past offenses. It was as if those mindless half-machines were locked in a perpetual state of extreme tension. A visibly shaken technomat behind us proposed that the human souls had awakened within the servitors' bodies after a long slumber deep within their lobotomized brains. Formerly bereft of intelligence, they had attained awareness, feeling, and understanding. After a pause, the technomat added that the servitors used to function properly and that no one had been able to explain the change in their behavior. Her gaze still trained on the motionless but animate half-machines and half-people, the Lord Captain.
Step away. Gesture for Engineer Prime to study the servitors.
The Engineer Prime slowly waded into the motionless ranks of the servitors, peering into their faces and checking the readings. There was no haste in Pasquale's actions. With mesmerizing diligence, he inspected every single unit in his path, and binary prayers were his companions in this investigation. The examination confirmed the technomat's initial hypothesis: the servitors' souls, or rather, the souls of the people they once were, had awakened. Not yet fully conscious of their past and present, these half-machines could nonetheless feel primitive emotions and sensations such as fear and pain. This undesirable consequence of shoddily performed lobotomy is most rarely observed, and yet, for some unknown reason, it had occurred in every single one of the servitors gathered in the bay.
Order one of the servitors to be disassembled and examine the servitors. Prompt to the inspection duty visibly proposed after the pause. Okay. Demand a report on the defective unit status from the technomats.
The technomat's long-winded and detailed report could have been summarized in a single key point. Despite the servitors' abnormal behavior, they were still quite capable of carrying out tasks, and therefore the circumstances did not call for their termination.
They can feel pain. Yeah, no, we're turning around. Dispose of the servitors so that their human souls may be released from torment. Back to the toils. Destroy the servitor. What's happening here is horror. Yep.
Iconoclast +3. The Lord Captain's command was executed post-haste. All defective units were incinerated in furnaces, and their remains were expelled into the void. The crew was provided with replacement servitors and soon forgot all about the destroyed unit's peculiarities, yet this incident haunts my memories to this day. With the fate of the defective servitors decided, nothing could now distract the Lord Captain from her mission.
Okay, good. Another quest completed. We are leveling up rather
The high
quickly.
factotum Janris Danroke greets you with a cool smile and the merest hint of a bow.
I shall await your instructions, Lord Captain.
Heinrichs looks at you intently, his head tilted.
How long have you served the Inquisition?
Since the day of my initiation as an acolyte. So, decades. How many real years it's been, it's hard to say. When I return from a journey through the warp, I often discover that much more or much less time has passed in real space. Gladly.
Heinrichs politely inclines his head in response.
Who is his... I like what?
You have my complete attention.
It is Heinrichs. Okay. Oh, it's actually Chris. Oh, it's him. That's why I recognize the voice. Oh, amazing, dude. He is he does a lot of voice acting and does read stuff on YouTube and stuff like that.
Heinrichs politely
A
inclines
really
his
good
head in
voice actor.
response.
And yeah, no. Do you have anything?
Lord Captain, your presence is welcome. And I wish to apologize for my prior coldness. After our first meeting, I was concerned that you would turn out to be another faithless
I
offshoot
would
of
like
the Von
to
Valancius
discuss
dynasty
Sally's
like...
crime and the relic you want to find.
Of course. My mission is all I can think about.
So what is this 1 star?
If I only knew. Neither the hagiography nor the legends give a straight answer. Classical iconographers believed that the star turned into a banner. Others think that... I feel that my undertaking will be
You
fulfilled
search for.
gladly. Listen. Long ago, there was but one... The one star. Yes, that was... After that, millions of people to find the way to the planet called Salus Prime. Saint Argenta is my patroness. One day we will...
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
You're not getting along with the crew well.
Panic.
Not here. I'm begging you. Aren't noblemen supposed to discuss such things away from the...
No one will
then
disturb us.
lead the...
Okay. I am...
What is it you wanted to talk about, Lord Captain? I have nothing to say to your unfounded accusations about my conflicts with the crew. I cannot recall my having a single quarrel with any of your people during my entire time aboard.
The messenger you rebuked butchered his family and then killed himself.
I haven't rebuked a single errand boy on this ship.
Cassia ponders this for a moment.
Ah, I think I remember. A kind young man with a shy smile and skillful fingers with too much rotten ochre on his shoulders. I grew tired of the disgusting color and advised him to lighten his burden by casting the weight off his shoulders. He did not come the next day. Or ever again.
During the warp voyage, you gave orders which led the vessel to shifting.
I saw something in the warp. Something. I already told you I cannot control my abilities. Admitted. I was so excited. Will you share your thoughts with me?
You have a kind soul, but a difficult reaching out to people like Teach you to the art of communication, if you like. My crew has good reason to fear you. You truly are a monster. You've done terrible things. Woes dogs your step, but you will find a way to defeat them, I promise.
Your kindness knows no bounds, Zeb.
Cassia lowers her silver eyelashes.
Very well. Since we are done with this misunderstanding, I would like to change the subject. It would only be fair for me to ask you a few questions now, wouldn't it?
Cassia hesitates and continues in a less confident tone.
Do not mistake me, I am not going to accuse you of anything. It's just that, you are the most worthy interlocutor on the entire ship.
What would you like to ask?
I read a treatise by Pasius Demobius very recently, who claimed that subjects would never believe their new ruler was better than the old one unless the old one had been a tyrant. No matter the circumstances, the low-born rabble become deluded about their prospects and rebel in favor of their base desires. What do you make of that?
If the subjects have grown accustomed to the ruling house, all sovereigns must do is refrain from breaching long-standing tradition, adjusting unwanted laws, and as you gradually shift the bed of the flooded river, no one will ever take your power from you. Yeah, no.
Cassia thinks for a moment and then smiles.
Indeed. I was not wrong about your merits, or your ability to hold a conversation. I hope my second question does not confound you either. According to the 20 tomes penned by the preacher Eustathius the Forgotten, mercy and cruelty go through the world hand in hand, but people flock only to one pen of the scales. Would you rather inspire fear in your followers, or be magnanimous and choose awe?
Minus 60. Minus 60. Fellowship. Okay. One must be a tyrant, a friend, a jester to the subject. What matters is the clear discern which role should be required at a given moment.
There is so much power in your words, power that makes me want to join you. I understand now why your subjects are eager to follow you. I admit I was afraid we were too different. And yet, you helped me realize that I can be candid with you.
Please do continue.
I must confess that sometimes I can hardly bear the burden the house has placed upon me. I feel I am not doing my best. Tell me how you, heir to a protectorate, can bear the responsibility for billions of lives day after day and not stoop under all the weight?
This inner turmoil is clouding your mind. My protectorate, my subject. It is not always easy, but I try to lead the dynasty towards prosperity by worthy means.
Thank you for your patience, Zeb. You are helping me to see the world in different colors, a novel experience for me. Our conversations hold a special place in my heart. Allow me to bid you farewell for now. I am heading back to my chambers to consider today's conversation.
Oh, we got stuff? We got stuff? Oh, we didn't get stuff. I need to talk to our Solomon here as well.
Greetings, Rogue Trader. I would like to report that Glato and I have finished our initial inspection of the upper decks. The list of infractions ended up being 5 pages shorter than expected. I'm beginning to worry that a servant of the Lex might have little to occupy himself with aboard your ship.
Am I imagining it, or do you seem relaxed?
I doubt such a word could ever be accurately used to describe an arbitrator, but there is some truth to your observation. Since we're not in combat, I permit myself to stand at ease, which is to say, I'm standing by on full alert.
Make hand signal for understood.
Solomon responds with an equally curt gesture, signaling his assent.
Must feel strange without a
I've
unit.
never been a part of a rogue trader's escort before. That said, I adapt to change more quickly than you might think. And as long as Glato is with me, I can handle any transition.
Hello, Glato.
The cybermastiff pricks up his ears, examining you with an intelligent look that seems anything but bestial.
Does Glato have a favorite type of training or some other pastime of your choice?
Sometimes I let him play with heretics' corpses.
Oh my god!
That was a joke. If you're asking about entertainment, that concept does not really apply to an Arbiti's dog. But I like to imagine that Glato is enthusiastic about training with me, that he enjoys running long distances at my side, and during target practice, he always seems eager to hear me give the attack order.
That can't be all, can it?
Fine. Let me satisfy your curiosity. I do have a special exercise that helps to sharpen Glato's hunting instincts. I take a few ammo casings and hide them in hard-to-reach places. One time, after a raid on a manufactorum, I gave him a whole abandoned workshop to run around in. But I also played a trick on him by throwing one casing onto a ceiling beam. Then it was Glato's turn to play tricks. He waited under the beam until I walked up to him. Then he jumped onto my shoulders and climbed to the top. He cut my temple open with his claw and almost broke my clavicle, but he got the casing.
I think you and Glato could do with some, with your own training around. I will order a space to be prepared in one of the compartments you have, and have it outfitted with everything you need.
The equipment needs to be sturdy. Glato is unstoppable when he's not holding back. Thank you.
Give the dog a dried piece of meat. Here you go, Glato.
Glato looks at the treat with indifference.
Glato is not a house pet, rogue trader. Trying to feed him will get you nowhere. He only eats out of my hands, and only at specific times. Strict training. It protects the cybermastiff against deliberate poisoning and other ill intents. Basically, don't waste your time or your meat.
Serve with duty and honor,
The
Glato.
cybermastiff growls quietly. It seems he does not take kindly to anyone making eye contact with him for more than a second.
Have other business to attend
You know
to.
where to find.
Okay. So, we got that fixed. We got that fixed. I don't think Pascal has anything. Activate the control panel.
Fuel system analysis in progress. // status. Diagnosing. // result. No failures detected. System operational.
Okay.
The person you saved from the Electro Priest Monastery, the servant of the Omnisar who calls himself Abel Hay Newman, is staring intently at a cogitator's vidscreen. Abel looks up at you. After a lengthy silence, he looks away and says stiffly,
The Omniscion knows all, comprehends all.
How are you feeling, Abel?
The tech priest stares intently at his feet for a while and then says in a halting voice,
The running of the binaric protocols was bogged down and dissolved in false commands. The filter has separated the correct signals from the incorrect.
I love his
The running
new
has been
image.
restored to its swiftness.
Pasquale speaks softly, as though trying to match the inflections of Abel's voice.
Tech Brother Abel has passed the diagnostics. The pernicious influence of sacrilegious procedures has been completely eliminated. Statistically, most survivors of a schismatical's infestation are left with severe cognitive impairments. However, Tech Brother Abel's mind, being of a less typical nature, has not been damaged to so great a degree.
Why do you and Pascal have the same name?
Abel freezes. From his vox synth, barely audible through the static, come the words.
The naming of the names is not an index to the text. The naming of the names is the text. Abel's answers can be enigmatic. His mind works differently from ours. He thinks in harmonic imagery and notices the symmetries and proportional relationships in the world around him. Poetry would be the closest analogy to how he perceives and interacts with reality.
I never imagined there could be a poet among the tech priests.
Pasquale looks surprised.
Why not? Technolingua is rhythmical and possesses a broad semantic scope. And some of its more sonorous dialects lend themselves well to individual and symphonic declamation.
Pascal, do you understand what Abel is referring to?
Negative. However, I will hypothesis. Tech Brother Abel is seeking to convey the idea that our matching identifiers are not the key to some vital data point. They are, in and of themselves, the vital data point. At this stage in my analysis, I can draw no useful conclusions from this proposition. However, the very fact that Tech Brother Abel is trying to hint at something points to him either being better informed than I am or having conducted a more in-depth analysis of the situation.
Your words elicit no reaction whatsoever from Abel, who is frozen in silent self-reflection.
What are you working on?
We catch the soul of the light in the solar wind. We look for the footsteps the Omnissiah left when he walked the desert. This is the oniromantic computation procedure. The depersonalized minds of these machine servants are in a data dream, processing enormous arrays of assorted data and aggregating them. It is an extremely rare and venerated form of statistical augury. But Tech Brother Abel is adept at this form of appealing to the Deus Mechanicus.
Don't I have higher perception than 100? Take a look at the vid screen and check.
You notice certain repeating patterns in the scrolling columns of runes. You may not know what they mean, but you clearly see, or rather sense their similarities. You point these out to Abel, making his face light up with joy.
A crystal is exquisite in clear water. Deviation from the cycle's trajectory has been increased, as was Amarnat's wish.
Abel lowers his head, and his Vox synthesizer broadcasts a binary hymn you do not recall having heard before. Its sound is full of vibrant energy and its precise rhythm is nothing short of pleasing to the ear, a rare thing for the language of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Pasquale explains, with an inexplicable air of pride.
Tech Brother Abel has dedicated a lesser aria to you. The piece is distinguished by a high degree of acoustic harmony, and is fit for use as a motto, auxiliary identifier, or epitaph.
Thank you for your generous gift.
The gift is disproportionate. But it does signify a personal affinity.
Inspect the sacred machine.
The hair has been removed from the servitors' heads. Their bulky cerebral augmatics cover their skulls like helmets. The faces of the cogitators' servants are blank. Their eyes are closed. Their lips are incessantly whispering what sounds like gibberish. Hundreds of lines of symbols containing information scroll down the cogitator's vid screen. Abel Hay-Newman peers at it with voracious interest, in sharp contrast to his usual placidity.
Why do you do it?
It is how we execute the quest for knowledge in the hope that the machine god grants us an epiphany, so that we may discern a logical connection in a mass of absurd data, which will propel our comprehension forward.
Abel goes back to intently watching the calculations, his eyes alight with curiosity.
Gazing to Abel's eyes, Tech Brother Abel, are you free from possession or are you not? I trust that you pose no threat to my ship.
Abel's voice quivers, and his eyes dart around, desperately avoiding eye contact.
What was flawed has since been purged, but the shadows of the hunt linger. The cog is dismounted, and no judgment has been made. In the absence of judgment, threat remains. Who will make the judgment? I will.
Pasquale places a mechadendrite on Abel's shoulder and repeats, his voice heavy like a wheel tread crushing the dirt underneath.
I will make the judgment that will avert the threat.
His gaze falls on you.
There is no need to frighten him.
Care for him as he truly were your younger brother.
Pasquale's vox rasps a tired laugh.
Tech Brother Abel is harmonious, and harmony is beauty. Is it so strange an urge to protect beauty from the horrors of the grotesque?
I will try to not do...
Thank you.
Did you hear what Abel said? It seems we have contributed to the Emirat's design of deviation from the cycle. What does that mean for you?
A low, Guttural sound rises from the depths of Pasquale's Vox synth, as though the planet's tectonic plates are shifting and crushing each other. The mighty rumble brings forth words imbued with power.
We follow a path charted by a great mind. But that path leads to dark places. The cycle has the advantage of predictability. Abandoning it will plunge the collective into a perilous space of uncertainty, which will inevitably lead to disasters and the risk of universal annihilation. The doctrine of discontinuing the cycle may herald good things to come, or it may be a death sentence. Only the Omniscient knows all, and comprehends all. Others are mere prophets who interpret his wisdom as far as their own comprehension permits.
I'm no prophet, and I will not presume to make pronouncements on the future.
No one knows the future. Every analysis has its margin of error, and horrors lurk in these margins.
The tone of thundering profundity drains from Pasquale's Vox. Abel immediately looks away as if he has lost all interest in you. But then his Vox crackles, barely audibly.
I am glad to see you.
I like Abel.
Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo, Sherin. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheming yet.
Was there something you would like to discuss?
Sherin, I did manage to spark your interest. Allow me to...
Okay. Back there's an orc's.
The flickering light of dozens of candles plays across Jay's face, making her small smile appear even more mysterious.
Shireen. The Exalted One himself brought us together the day you crossed Viladame's threshold.
She points at the containers in front of her. One contains a polished dry rifle, a rare model, and the other holds an ornate sword.
I am sharing what I've gained with you. Please accept these humble gifts in honor of our wildly successful, though suddenly struck, friendship.
A truly wonderful gift I accept with gratitude.
I knew you would appreciate the Xenos' mastery of their craft.
Jay beams at you, curling a lock of black hair around an augmented finger. After a brief pause, she awkwardly continues.
So, the matter I wanted to discuss with you is related to my business. You know that I sell Xeno artifacts to interested Imperial subjects, and Imperial trinkets to Xenos. Business is going well, my network runs even without my participation. But when it comes to expansion, well, rivals, envious of my success.
Jay throws up her hands.
Falco especially. I am certain the theft of the cargo was his doing. But I can never predict what that Ashmag will do next. And while the Imperium's authority may be fragmented in the expanse, it could crack down on people of my profession at any moment.
Go on.
If the rogue trader put in a good word for me with the servants of the Adeptus Administratum, I could become an official trade representative of the Imperium. Just imagine it, a little scrap of paper will offer me and my agents protection against Ashmag schemes, far better than any refractor field. And even the Inquisition will have to think twice before they mess with me, because I'll be a representative of the law in my own right. And the best part of all is that this will cost you precisely nothing, Shireen. All you have to do is stop by the Administratum Palace and obtain a certificate from the Master of Seals. My informants tell me that the palace is located on Dargonis, your capital world. You see how everything has aligned so wonderfully. And, of course, I will repay you in kind.
How do I benefit from you gaining official status?
Besides being in receipt of my eternal gratitude, Shireen.
Jay playfully raises a brow.
Won't it be beneficial to have someone in your retinue with the weight of authority behind them, rather than just another pawn? One slip of paper and I will be able to extend my network to systems far beyond footfall. My agents will be your eyes and ears throughout the expanse.
That sounds simple enough. I will help you.
Exalted One bless you, Shireen. And you will have no complaints about our friendship, Shireen. I may not be a trade representative of the Imperium just yet, but I can still help you with whatever you need. You must have some faction in mind that you would like to establish relations with? The Severe Drusians? The hot-headed pirates of the Caspolica? You merely need to use the right words, like a key for a lock, and people will open their hearts to you. Or their wallets. Not a problem, Shireen. I will humbly wait until you steer your vessel toward Dargonis. The Mercatum Tabula official, it sounds almost as majestic as the warrant of trade.
A parlor organ with ivory keys, yellowed by long service.
Talk to the Master of Seals, yep.
The cracked helmet of Anil Dry Xenos is a reminder of the victory over the enemies of humanity on the agri-world of Janus. This majestic portrait painted by a skilled artist greets guests who have been granted permission to enter the Lord Captain's quarters.
Okay, so we have fixed a lot of different small issues. We're going through the characters.
Lord Captain.
The Master at Arms snaps to attention, ready to carry out your order.
Proud to serve the dynasty.
Okay, so that's fixed. What's Avalord had of it?
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Greetings, Lord Captain.
Everything is under control. Okay.
The High Factotum Janris Danroke greets you with a cool smile and the
Okay, that's enough to push us to the next point. 50. Precise bolter. Okay. I don't have anything that is like, oh my god, I need it. Most of the stuff here are meh, to be honest. There is nothing super fancy. Everything here is usually short range. Except that one. But that's rank 11 and 99 profit factor on it. So, yeah. Kind of rough getting that one. Explorators. I actually need to get to Footfall. We need to get to Footfall. Because we can get I think we can actually get like a decent amount of profit factor from that. We are setting Janus as the hub. We're setting Janus as the hub because it's one jump away from Foulstone. We already have it one jump away from Kivagama. We're going to do the same with Dragonus. And that's the plan, pretty much. Have that as our central hub. We finished a majority of the quests. We don't really have any quests left here. We're going to the dock. I am tempted. Next playthrough I do in this, I've already typed down a few things, but I have an idea of what I will be playing. It might be an expanded version of what we're already playing, to be fair. Opticon is the person we want to speak
Access has been granted. The priesthood of the the explorer.
With a respectful nod, the
50. Okay, so we got a few more profit margins.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
What was it? We could get some profit factor from here. We have that. Promethean. That would eat up our profit factor. You know what? I feel like this. We're completing that and we're completing that. That means we now have 4 more profit factor.
Access has been granted to the following option.
And that means we can literally do that. And we got ourselves a power axe.
Let us walk
Yeah.
this path to the end.
There is no reason for us to run around here. We don't really have anything we need to do. We have the quest on Footfall that I don't know what it is. It's just... It always takes so long to get it done. So I'm just like... I drag it out every single time, it feels like. So, yeah.
The high factotum Janris Danrope greets you with a cool smile and the
Spalican. Commissar's Boots. When the wearer chooses an ally with a target ability, immediately gain 1. The target ally gain 1 movement at the start of the next turn. Okay, yep. While the wearer has 50% wounds or less, the dodge and melee critical chance are increased. Base armor property 10 plus dodge if the wearer has more than 50 agility. Okay. Shield, slam AoE, medium armor. That's actually a fair point. Pascal, my dear friend. You have that, you actually have this now. No, Radiant chestplate is actually better. A lot more armor and the deflection and fellowship. Yeah, you lose a bit of dodge, but you don't really care about dodge, do you? Tempestist. That might actually be the one we equip on you.
I can't allow myself to do this.
To be fair, we could equip it. I like the gloves though on this character. Because when you get into a really rough situation, the gloves are actually the thing that keeps saving me. And we are already up to 80 dodge. 45. So if I actually equip that, I lose a bit of dodge. Dodge against human enemy. That's 85% dodge. Is that worth it though? That's my question. That gives 86% dodge. That gives 86% dodge. Well, what does that actually go on? That goes on awareness. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense that that actually is really good on you. The other one was parry. Parry isn't really something we should put on you. When making an attack, the wearer gains 3 plus agility for each movement they have right before the attack. This bonus base property. I lose armor on it though. That's the thing that actually bothers me the most. I lose a lot of armor. The armor is not something to skim about because, yeah, no, it's really good. That medium one, 50% armor. How much do I have in dodge? Yeah, that puts it down to beneath. Yeah, that takes down the dodge there as well. I want to go light. Either light or heavy on you. That's the only 2 options in my opinion. But honestly, light seems best for you. Dodge and parry against melee attacks, 5 extra agility. We're at 45 agility. So we would actually need 5 more agility. Do we actually have any shoes that give agility? We have. I remember which one it actually is. It's the ones you have, isn't it? Yeah, 5 plus agility and athletics. But I want to have athletics on you. It's actually really good on you. So, yeah. And I have 110 awareness. Why do I keep taking her awareness instead of my awareness? That doesn't make sense. Do we have anything else cool we can play around with? Persuasion? Persuasion ring? No, don't really care. Shoes, where stands on burning. We are not using enough of that. What shoes do you actually have? You don't actually have any shoes, so you're getting shoes. Congratulations, no more barefoot. For every kill the wearer increases their critical hit chance until the end of combat. Does that stack? That's what I'm thinking, like, does that stack? Where is dodge? 75. 75 dodge? What did I... Parry, no. The wearer gains 50% damage against enemies that damaged the wearer this round. No, don't want that. I don't want to be hit. I just want to shoot and run. Shoot and run. Heretical one. Endure. Okay, temporary wounds. You have fire rate, burst. Yeah, that's sticking on you. You're a medium. Your light. What? Why don't you have a weapon in your main hand? That's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie, that's kind of cool. Still, the two-handed greatsword is still, like, way better. How do you do on... Yeah, no. That is just so much better. It has more damage though. Yeah. It is tough when it comes to shotguns because it seems like there's not that many that are ridiculously good. At least not in this part of the game. Boom, 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 boom. You know what? We're actually going to use the net cannon on you. Give you this. It's just a pure upgrade. It looks better as well. It's a heavy plasma gun. Why does it... Okay, yep, no. I'm not going to think about that too much. We need to get an armor on you though. And honestly, that means 85 dodge. $75 dodge. But that pumps up... How much health does that pump up? Not that super lot. Okay, fair enough. It comes down to... I think we need to get your health up. If we get your dodge up, or agility, up another step, you actually trigger the bonus dodge on this, and then I don't know. I think the best option is this one here. 86 dodge and 30 armor. Grants the wearer 20% dodge against enemies with perception lower than the wearer. How much? I think we're sticking to this. 95% dodge, 40 armor. Yeah, no. And your perception is also ridiculously high. Yeah, we're sticking with that. We are back on the ship, and we are actually going to call it here for today. It's roughly 3 hours I've been dilly-dallying around, but we're at the stage now where we kind of cleared out most of the system. We have points we can trade in and stuff like that. Absolutely, we can do that. We can get more reputation. I'm not that fussed about it currently, though. So, I have two options tomorrow. Or clear out here, or do Kivagama. And we're going to warp travel over into the middle.
Everyone affected by the incident was horrified for a long time afterward. Resident Psycha Edira class, however, remarked with a grin that the tidying up had allowed her to dredge up a vital memory and find the left sock that had long been missing from her favorite pair.
Created the Magus biologists based on their upload doctrine. Yeah, no, I don't like that one. I don't like those in general. One last check on here. Yeah, no, we needed people. That's what we need again, isn't it? Yeah. Because mechanisms here. People here. Good tidings. Good tidings or bonfire for this one. Security for everything. Rogue trader. I don't care. I do not care about this sword, honestly. Yeah, no, we don't care about that sword enough. So we're going here. The question is, we get security here, profit factor. We get profit factor, critical hit, times 3 dogmatic rank. Critical hit chance. That's just free. Isn't that just free? Yeah, that's just free crit. 1, 2, 3. Halfway to the next rank there. Okay, that's going to be it for me tonight. I want to wish you everyone a good night, and I hope I see you guys around. Good night.